Alright, so recently, Epic has laid off 1,000 of their employees. This is honestly pretty unfortunate because these were like really like important employees. They were literally the backbone of the company. So we are going to be looking at their statement that they recently released like I don't know, I think it was like a week ago or something. So today we're going to be reading it. This is Epic's statement. Today, we're laying off over 1,000 Epic employees. I'm sorry we're here again. The downturn in Fortnite engagement that started in 2025 means we're spending significantly more than we're making, and we have to make major cuts to keep the company funded. This layoff, together with over $500 million of identified cost savings in contracting, marketing, and closing some open roles, put us in a more stable place. Some of the challenges we're facing are industry-wide challenges, slower growth, weaker spending, and tougher cost economics. Current consoles selling less than last generations, and games competing for time against other increasingly engaging forms of entertainment. And some of our challenges are unique to Epic. Despite Fortnite remaining one of the most successful games in the world, we've had challenges delivering consistent Fortnite magic with every season. We've only in the early stages of returning to mobile and optimizing Fortnite for the world's billions of smartphones. And in being the industry's vanguard, we have taken a lot of bullets in a battle which is only in the early days of paying off for ourselves and all developers. Since it's a thing now, I should note that the layoffs aren't related to AI. Oh, thank God it isn't. To the extent it improves productivity, we want to have as many awesome developers developing great content and tech as we can. What we need to do is clear: build awesome Fortnite experiences with fresh seasonal content, gameplay, story, and live events. Accelerate developer tools with greater stability and capability as we evolve from Unreal Engine 5 and UEFN to Unreal Engine 6. Now, I'm going to explain later in this video why I think it's a terrible idea to do, and we'll be kicking off the next generation of Epic with a huge launch plans toward the end of the year. This isn't our first time here. Epic survived upheavals in the 1990s with the move from 2D to 3D with Unreal 1, in the 2000s building console games with Gears of War, and in 2012 moving to online gaming with Paragon and Fortnite. Each time we rebuilt our foundations and earned a renewed leadership position. Market conditions today are the most extreme we've seen since those days, with a massive upheaval in the industry accompanied by massive opportunity for the companies that come out as winners on the other side. That's what we're aiming to do for our players, and we aim to bring other like-minded developers in the industry along on the journey to build an increasingly open and vibrant future of entertainment together. At Epic, we pride ourselves in only hiring the industry's best, so it is a very painful part with so many talented people. The folks impacted by the layoffs will receive a severance package and includes at least 4 months of base pay, with more based on tenure. We're also extending Epic paid healthcare coverage. For example, in the US, they'll receive paid coverage for 6 months. We'll also accelerate their stock options vesting through January 2027 and extend equity exercise options for up to 2 years. We'll have a company meeting Thursday to talk about a roadmap in more detail. Alright, so we just read Epic's statements, and from what we are hearing, they were spending way more than they were making. Like, they were spending too much money on the game that they couldn't really afford. And honestly, in my opinion, I think Fortnite was not only spending too much, but also investing in the wrong things. They were investing way too much in the UEFN and the metaverse, and it blew up in their face when they had to shut down 3 game modes, and those were Rocket Racing, Fortnite Festival, and Ballistics, which cost a lot of money to make. So they basically just lost a bunch of money from developing those, since they kept on spending too much money. And also, here's the crazy part about all of this. They literally gave the Fortnite third-party creators $722 million. That is a ridiculous amount of money to give to these developers. And these are the same developers that are just create slop. They're just creating slop. It's just steal the brain rot, or these stupid copies of Red versus Blue 50v50. It is just so terrible, man. Honestly, it just really sucks that they would do something like that. They would just pay this much money. And also, I think the issue with like all of their like metaverse thing is that that's not what Fortnite is. They keep on turning back on their identity. So yeah, that's not really a good idea. And also like the issue with it is that like, you know, like there's like a lot of people that actually really like the Fortnite Battle Royale identity, and they try to appeal to a more bigger audience, which in my opinion is not really a great idea. And yeah, it's just not really, it's just very unfortunate to see that. And now I think they should be focusing more on battle royale than like you know, like server content and stuff. Like they're basically trying to turn into the new Roblox, and honestly that's not really a great idea. So here's my plan. We start to focus more on battle royale and try to actually give good content, because, you know, because they've basically been recycling like old content. Like I've seen them recycle like content, or like they, at least the theme of the content, you know, like there was like robbers that was like from like, actually no, they like actually like recycled on robbers like 3 times, you know, like with like bank robberies and stuff and like heists and stuff. They literally did that like, no, actually no, it was 4 times. That's like even crazier. So they've just been recycling themes, and they actually got to try to be creative with their stuff. So I think they should try to focus more on like battle royale and just trying to give people like good content, and like try to like make servers better, make the guns as like interesting as possible. They shall try to like focus on servers in that like area, you know, and actually try to make like practice servers, you know, or at least like practice like maps, so that like, since like the competitive scene is like insane, like there's like the skill gap is crazy in this field. So like we actually gotta fix that. Like we actually gotta like make like a practice for stuff that actually matters, you know, and stuff like that. So that's basically my theme. That's basically my idea for the entire thing, and I hope you guys like the idea. This is like basically my opinion on a whole thing, and you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye bye.